Yo, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. First video in quite some time, and there's been quite a lot of things that's happened over the last few months. So this video is basically just going to be about the main thing, which is me coming off PEDs completely, kind of just my reason, how I'm feeling at the moment, or how the transition from being on to off has been, and then I think we're gonna go and hit some hamstrings and take you along for that. So yeah, I came off PEDs completely about 4 months ago. The main reason for this was because of my blood pressure. So around last year, this exact time, actually around August, for the first time ever, because I was planning on going on quite a big cycle, for the first time ever I took my blood pressure, because I was planning on using equipoise, which is something that increases your red blood cells quite a lot, and for that reason can increase your blood pressure. So I just wanted to check where my blood pressure is at. It's not something that I've ever had a look at, because I didn't think it's necessary, which isn't very wise from my part. But I had a look, and my blood pressure was 170 over, I think, 90. I'll put a picture up here. And keep in mind, at this time I was 20. I'm 21 now, and that gave me a very big fright. And I basically, started monitoring it. It got a little bit better, not much. It kind of fluctuated between 130 up to 150, so it's okay, but not great. And then this year, I also kept everything very low. I was only using some testosterone and a little bit of mastron. And then this year, around February, I kind of ignored my blood pressure for quite a while, because I just didn't want to look at it, which, yes, I know it's not very smart, but I decided to have a look again, and my blood pressure was 150, which scared me again. And that's when I made the decision to just come off completely, because obviously, in my head, the reason why my blood pressure is probably high is because of the PEDs. So I came off, and with the hopes that my blood pressure was going to go down, but it's been 4 months now, and my blood pressure right now, as of this morning, was 139, which is still not great. But yeah, that's the main reason why I came off PEDs, is because of my blood pressure. But I also realized that it wasn't really the PEDs causing my blood pressure to be high. So right now I'm really just trying to figure out why my blood pressure is high. Obviously it's something genetic, or there's a secondary hypertension somewhere going on, but we're just trying to figure that out. So that's the main reason why I came off, and I'll probably be staying off until I do completely figure out my blood pressure. I'm not even completely sure if I will ever go back on, because with me having blood pressure issues already, being on PEDs is definitely not going to make it better. But yeah, that's a quick update on that. Right now I've been off for about 4 months. I came off quite slowly. So how it happened is, I was running 375 mg of test, then I went down to 125 milligrams, then I went down to 75 milligrams, and then I went off completely. And I was just using HCG and then clomiphene or Clomid to kind of restart my testosterone. Then about 4 weeks ago, I went for my blood work, and I'll pop up some pictures. Quite surprisingly, my testosterone was already back to where it's supposed to be. Or actually, I was running HCG for the first after 2 weeks of being off completely. I started HCG for 3 or 4 weeks. I didn't take the Clomid because I actually ended up getting extremely sick, which also really didn't help the situation. But I was using HCG for 4 weeks, no Clomid. Then I went to test. My testosterone came back at 300 and something. LH, FSH actually has restarted at that point, which is good. And then also, after that, though, because my natural test was still obviously very low, it's not supposed to be 300 at the age of 21, I started using Clomid for 4 weeks, and now I'm actually going to go and test again next week Monday, because that would be 2 weeks after stopping Clomid, and hopefully my natural test is between 500 or 600. That's what I would be happy with. But yeah, it was a really hard transition for me. Like I haven't, that's one of the reasons why I haven't been making YouTube videos, because I actually wanted to document the entire thing, because I felt like it would be quite interesting. But it really took a big toll on me mentally, as far as like my confidence, and also just like how I feel about myself. Like I had very bad body dysmorphia, because my weight literally went from 92 lean, like I was like lean at 92, to being like 83, and not even as lean as I was at 92. So I dropped like 9 kilograms. I'm back to 84, 85 now, slowly getting back up there. My body fat is a bit higher than it normally would be, but it's definitely a hard transition, and I 100% understand why people that start using PEDs end up staying on PEDs for the rest of their lives, because it is extremely hard mentally. And it's been about 4 months now, and you know, my motivation for going to the gym and stuff just isn't quite the same. And I'm not sure whether that is because I don't have like as much progress that I feel like I can make, or it's just because my energy in general is lower, but it is definitely much more difficult. So yeah, you know, that's basically a quick summary. I wanted to make an extremely long video about it, but I feel like this is pretty good enough. I can probably make separate videos on exactly how I did my PCT, and kind of like the side effects that I've encountered coming off. But the main ones really is just not having as much motivation to go to the gym. You know, like that drive to really want to go to the gym isn't really there all the time. And then secondly, also, like, I'm just way flatter than I used to be. Like, that's one of the biggest things that I realized, is my muscles itself just doesn't have that like popping effect to it. Like, my shoulders are not as round. Yeah, I'm just not as full. My chest isn't as full as it used to be. So those are some of the main things. My strength is actually relatively similar. Like, it's a bit less, obviously. For example, last week I did 140 kilos on the RDL, where normally I would do about 160. But yeah, overall, it's not too bad. So yeah, you know, moving forward, like I said, the main goal right now is just to get my blood pressure in place. It's 139 right now. If I could get it to 120s, in like high, even 120s, I would be pretty happy. And I do still want to compete in a bodybuilding show in the future, hopefully next year. Whether that's natural or not, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But I just want to start making YouTube videos again, because I really do miss it. But like I said, it's been hard for me because I don't feel as confident in front of the camera. I don't feel like what I do in the gym is as impressive anymore. So it's kind of forcing me to also take a different like mindset on things, I guess, because to me, like, I've been doing bodybuilding since I was 12, right? Like, I've been gymming. I started doing my first competition when I was 15. So bodybuilding is like one of the only things I know. And a lot of my self-worth has unfortunately been put into how I look and how I perform in the gym. But I really want to take a different direction on things, and actually also be known for someone that has wisdom and that people can actually go to for knowledge. So a lot of my videos is going to be like, obviously, lifestyle things, but I also really want to start making more educational videos. I actually bought me a whiteboard, as you can see over here, that I'm going to use for some videos and stuff. And hopefully I can still, like, I know I can still probably build, like, even if I stay natural, I can still build a pretty respectable physique moving forward, because I am only 21. So I mean, yeah, I could probably properly build muscle up until I'm like 30. But going from a place where you feel like a superhuman every time you walk into the gym, you're stronger, you're fuller, your pumps are crazy, to going into the gym, lifting lighter weights, like really struggling to get a pump like a lot, and just not being super happy with how you look in the mirror. It really is a mental battle. So if you are someone that, you know, is thinking of going off PEDs, or even going on PEDs, like, I would really think think through your decisions of why you want to start using it, and if you are okay with using it for the rest of your life, because it is really, really hard to go off. But with that being said, there is hope for you if you want to go off, and you'll see that on my channel, because I'm going to be documenting everything moving forward. And I'm also going to be taking you along for my blood work next week, so that should be interesting. But I don't know about anyone that's actually gone off PEDs after, because I was using for PEDs for like 2 years, right? So I don't know about anyone that has actually used PEDs for 2 years or longer and then stopped completely and continued bodybuilding. I feel like most people that stop is because they're retiring from bodybuilding, or because they are approaching a different sport like high rocks and all of that. But I still really do have a passion for bodybuilding, and that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, with that being said, if you guys have any questions, please drop it in the comment section, and let's go hit some legs. Got back from the gym a little while ago. I honestly took a nap. Not really took a nap. I was just laying on my bed for like 30 minutes because I was absolutely like pop. I don't know what the English word is right now. From the workout that I just did. I did 60 minutes of cardio as well, because I'm really trying to get my steps up for my blood pressure, but also just to stay lean in general, because being off everything now, it is a little bit harder to stay as lean as I did. And right now I am trying to bulk and obviously optimize my testosterone and stuff as much as I can. So yeah, it was a high day today because it was a leg workout. So after the workout, I grabbed myself one of these Maynards, basically just straight carbs. So that's to refill the glycogen off the workout. And then I ate another meal. It was 200 grams of lean mince and also 75 grams of raw white basmati rice. Probably not the most optimal meal, considering today is actually a high day, so my carbs are very high and my fats are quite low. But yeah, we'll make it work anyway. And yeah, now you guys also know how skinny I've gotten from the workout footage. I'm actually taking this video on my iPhone, but I'm not sure if you'll even see the difference because the iPhone and the ZV E10 that I use, the quality, it's actually crazy, but the quality on the iPhone, I feel like it's almost exactly the same as it is on the camera. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you haven't already, leave a like and subscribe. My goal has always been to get to like 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, but I've never been able to do it because I haven't made, you know, content consistently enough for long enough to actually reach that. But this time I'm confident that it will be different, and yeah, I hope you're all gonna join me along for the ride for whatever it does hold into the future. And like I said, I'm going to try and make a lot more educational videos, and maybe even some food videos. That's something I've always wanted to do. But I'm gonna finish up my meals, probably edit this video, and then I'll see you all in the next one.